Yama mo nyina wache makwaba emfa emra Nnawotwe Yi dwumadie eso aha Adom TV live on DSTV channel 280 Go TV channel 119 Multi TV digi box no live enso eho ye wie ni nyina in an audio form near that podcast etu ko na search for Adom TV eho no mu a enso betimi enya etie case bi wontimi ahwe dwumade ni nyina amana ankwankosi a join ye live on YouTube ye Adom TV Sanso and o journey live on Facebook and so Adom TV and I say Adom TV extra. Ja comment sir streaming lines now so ya begina can kind nyina edi amount. So now chin some out bebre na edi him. When him say what titi bebre by him say ne edi makotri ye pa am. The signing of a peace pact ahead of 2024 general elections. The national chairman of NDC the Ababetu dia SN Enyadia NDC for a fee peace pact. Ya ko abato bia so a wona April mampani bre esan wo mem so betimi aboa masumdie aba no enyadia fee de no NDC amyuko ebesan bi esanse ya san na so still e wodi sem ni pabone sem a emfa asumdie ma ya batom no eguso ara ekoso ampani fo hyeda pen wana moto papa bia entimi entuyem na no si ya pe na the flag bearer of the NDC John Dramani mama so betu just said wofo asibese educate ye ka so lebom party na nkasa nkwat na yem enkoje tumu se obesan anaso mo ensan etu na kwakwe SMK bia da utano pa ni ebise nyina ese so sa peace pact na yesan no ehu sunsuanso keso ya bato eto o mem no ankasa ene de ye kwakoto aba ye nyina gitum ni yesan asumdie apam no sunsuanso e wo ma Ghana asumdie abato brem no ya na enesem Areba konso ye se NDC abikoso launch omo youth manifesto ye koso ewo UPSA mampende da John Dramani mama wo gina mu e launch ye outline nema bebromu wo edema emabunu ewo Ghana no so no so ebisa na no pe e se ewo daachi papa de ma Ghana mabunu ye wo ye memu ana afene be wietuo eye ochina manifesto ye a NPP amikoso airport ye ehutoma ewo takrade dia na ehwere mu se betimi abamu na no mo launch in 2020 emududo so no motimi afofele ansa na o msa beba 2024 aba 20 bebre ka we ho ana pe bebedi eho enkomedi de akwasi ise ne penifo do bebre na betwe enkombom yebekọ amanso na ye ne Reverend Dr. Opuni Frimpong akwakọtwe ekponochi Professor Ajibaba Fojua ye ne spedi enkomoni nyina fa the peace pact no enso abadwafo so atenase ye nchemedo modi ede achomedi de akwasi Asia ye twenwo aba ya be hyenkomo no ase okay ti afei medo be ko ohikaka na ya hwe senior 2020 peace pact ya nana adodankwa akufo ado ya enche amamuo eba na wieye no pave way for the next administration and the former president who then was the flag bearer of the NDC John Dramani Mahama omo esanye ensema panifo edi etudwa na yehwe se na peace pact na kasa kwa ye kakora no se na esimi etie so let's take a quick review of 2020 se na peace pact na panifo exercise no eko edify
Adom, the Judicial Secretary, and Dr. Akwete. I think this welcome to the President of the National House of Chiefs, the IGP represented by Kwesi Edem-Yabua, Chief Justice of the Republic of Osman Nuhu Shaributu, the National Chief Imam,
A declaration don't mean anything to us.
A peace declaration. It doesn't mean anything to you.
It doesn't mean anything to us because all previous declarations have not been adhered to, and those declarations have not solved any problem. If you allow violence to be brewed, you have violence, whether you sign declaration or not. And so that is why, for more than a year ago, I started talking about the need for us to remove the building blocks for violent elections. So at any stage, when something is happening, I call on those who in future will call us to sign declarations to speak up so that we stop this particular thing from happening. Otherwise, if you allow all those things to build up, and you say that, let us go and play peace football match, let us sign declaration, let us do this with the hope that we will get a peaceful election will not happen. Because we did all this in 2020. All this and more in 2020. Council of State, Peace Council, everybody was involved, signing declarations left, right, center. The 2020 election turned out to be the most violent elections in the whole of the Fourth Republic.
So this year,
it tells you that signing or no signing is not the issue.
Eti niedi kan ehwe ye sene 2020 the signing of peace pact no echo at the fire. And after the next one so by the Johnson the Senior Ketia kuma one Evans Mensa etwetwe on PM Express or Joy News. Na ono so editu dia na o chechem dientia NDC 4 and sign this year 2024 peace pact. Na afiyehwe former President John Dramani Mahama so asmone tuja on this year's peace pact.
I read the statement made by our chairman this morning, and even though it is not a decision that we have sat and taken, I can understand the position he's coming from. He's talking about justice and saying that we should not glorify just signing a peace pact without acting to make sure that peace exists. Because when we sign a peace pact and people gun down 8 of our compatriots and nobody cares, no investigation is taken, no compensation is paid, then what was the use of signing the peace pact? And so I can understand where he's coming from. But of course, we haven't sat and taken a definite decision on that. But I do think that those who normally clamor about signing peace pacts, getting us to go to Movenpick Hotel, serve small chops and drinks, and then we think that just by signing that paper, everything is going to be okay. He's telling them that everything will not be okay unless we go further than just the signature on the peace pact. So I think that's the message he's sending.
That was a former president and flag bearer of National Democratic Congress, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And so, the Mama Kwamasuna Mene, Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opune Frimpong, and Canadian General Secretary, and the Christian Council of Ghana, and Coaching and Como. It's as about our peace practice and Simia. Also, Edmund Tintimay ye be pa epen. Reverend Tia can watch and pay a bat now to you, Mediaso.
You question major so na my mentia when you manage my phone work here for you now. So
at here for 4 edge so edwasi make us live on so asempa 94.7 FM. So Reverend Utie asem wan penfo nyina eka from Johnson Esedu Ketia be say former President John Dramani Mahama. Unbelievable say young go beyond the signature on the paper. Sign of peace pact no kwan be na afa so aboa amoma yenya yasumdwe.
you question my mini kind and amwase. Na men ka say areho me dru bre so any wu say ye biasani eni echirimpo ya to aba mpren wotwe. De bia ye beto aba e wo Ghana ha na gya yam hihye ase bibi besi na ye tete ankasabre ese ya machio ya kwanim esin senia ye wo yi na eyade a ya tete sem edima omei na ese ye nyina tu ho anamon ye sere urade no bia ye ne femu edie peace park matna ebibi emu bia yes nsan nani ehu bi na se wo hwe say any mre bi atwa ba bi efi ba no a eno na wo beti saa peace park no ase ebra yewra Rollins ebe wie na yebe to aba na yem hihie wo Ghana ha pa na sabre no 1990s na South Africa country yenu Liberia Sierra Leone Rwanda na civil wars dozen enti na yem hihie wo ho se ebi be yeyen enti sa yebe ti Papa Rollins ho no ho na peace adi sha se nyesta violence emma na emom omo a ejina ami ato abama won no se ko ni phone se ko benkumo mo message mo beji nsunsanson resource no mo beji atum na tu se ko yema wo san ko yema wo mo abu anipa no enye chogoi entutu abo na emom wo be fa mra kwan so ade atletre bibia ankoye enyema na ewo peace party mura na yase se obi a wo so gina se mampani ama omeyi no resource electoral commission de betu dwan obegi atum ne etosumienu se ankoye amawa omo abo anipa no initiate civil war basabasa bia nemom ube famra kwan so ube court enti na entrese abato no basabasa bia mem mfa free Papa Rollins time ba no bribia abasabasa ba nemom yesi basabasa de ba famra kwan so court nti peace pass na entrese wo san wi a na bibia ye pepepepepe ebetimi abasa bibi nye pape papa nemom yesi famra kwan so na emfa atuo any agent ade e wo peace pass na no de say ye hra e na ye ho atoye nti mpanisi aboa na fidie yi na ni sonko eja na ni sonko ya to aba mfia duasa ne echempre nwotwe bibia ma ye nti niema kakra bi a aboa ye no wan hwe ya beka senye hwe ni nyina ka ho na stakeholders ye nyina sabre ni se yewra nyamefa ne kransie Wahab Adams Mauvi Adams nkramofo mpanifo asofo Archbishop Amabaka mpanifo bi ena ma ye nyina Christian Council ye nam ne yebo asumdwe hu the media for any ade enti se wo hwe that peace park no a atu nyina be jiram se o man asumdwe ye collective responsibility ne yema ho ban no ne yatimi aye die kakra nkofo bi ekrom na no Rwanda and not Rwanda, but DR Congo too. But more than 60 people in a way. Senegal, there we are now. More than 40 in a way. Kenya, there be a akoso. And you say there we are and yet dear. Now so yet me a boy a man who buy ya. Mumma yam pentamon toniema a boy who buy no entry. Nemubako and this assume Jane Krataya yes and sign.
Someone Johnson said, the former president Mahama raises said. Yes, no cray assign my asumdie. Nanso, my asumdie na ye hwenim se sabekano. O see assign peace pact in 2020. We che Ghana de che nwotwe afa abato mu e de ahwere mo enkwa. Eti ye ka se ye kwa sign fufuro be mu ade na kire se ne ye sign 2020 nipa nwotwe ewi na fe 2024 de enkofa sa breach ke se sa bo man biem.
Kwasi menenu ya adwen pass ya to aba na mfie ne sane etire ko mfie 9 nipa nwotwe na no me amakota chiman collection center na eniema BCC ye na ebeto na ye nchiri nipa ba akomfa no ko gina court eni na Ghana police for any ade awreho senkrofo ade hye ewuche ese compensation kura de ye nka ho asem na eno de enye menya ankefi sabre kura be sute ye to aba December no tepani bi wo ho police penifo court for obi betimi aboa me ho ye ha na won a etu ayin ye chirimu ba akopekura kogina court a anka ebebo enti wo de me ni owura se edu kati aya adwen pa ba mo me enti ase so enye 2020 de no nko an ya to aba basa aba efi Papa Rollins breso kumi prekun sie mi prekun enipa eprepre bi wuye ya tunu sa wo hwe kwasi sesi a opa unian man no mo studio mo bi Google electoral death in Ghana na wobɛhu sɛ ayɛ yɛ ho adeɛ anim guaseɛ ba yɛto aba wo kurom bi ani pɛprɛprɛ ebi ani tutu yɛtwitwa bi nsa yɛde sika yɛtwitwa bi mu tirim ɛne ade no deɛ menkasa 2020 deɛ na ɛyɛ nim guaseɛ de ma yɛ na mmom saa electoral violence no abɛka yɛ hɔ ɛyɛ twabɔne bi abɛka yɛ ho but anyɛ yie koraa no yɛma yi deɛ kakrakra yɛtumi akurakura mu a bɛtɔ nnɛ na nti ne yɛsi yɛ ne sɛ nea yɛtumi ayɛ ne deɛ mom yɛmmɔ ho ban na nea aka no a de bia yɛto aba gye sɛ wɔgye gu no ɛno nso yɛnti ho anamɔ nti woka sɛ ne yɛtumi ayɛ ne yɛnto no nyinaa ntwene ɛsiane sɛ ɛna no nipa nwɔtwe bi wuyɛ ɛne deɛ ne sɛ ɛnyɛ yie mo deɛ mom yɛmmɔ asomdwoe kwan na yɛnya no ho ban ba ɔmaa no nso prɔmɔmɔ sɛ saa nkurɔfoɔ a ɛfifa sɛ sɛ ɔmo nyinaa sate yɛmfi aban so nnɛ yɛmfi aban so tena yɛnhande over nnɛ wei no mu nso so yɛmfi abɛtena m sɛ mɛma wɔ kurom a yɛsrɛ mo saa kasa ne nyinaa mo afi ase ahwiehwie patrɔku gyam mo nso so nnipa awi mo nka ho enti ɛno no na ɛnsi yɛ nyinaa sɛnea ɛyɛ a yɛne mu yie yɛnyɛ yɛn ho mmɔdawuro
enti reverend sɛ yɛhwɛ baabi a wode ɛsi a sɛ ebi mo ahyɛ aseɛ ɛbɔ ntrɛne yɛnyae power mu mfama asimasi ne mfama no kyena wei so woyɛ de yɛ abɛgye mu yɛbɛfɔse agye de afiri wo nsɛm sɛ party ne mpanimfoɔ na ɔsɔm kɔsensan saa peace party so mo yɛ di wɔn nsɛm wɔ kyitaafoɔ yi ɛka ho na sɛ bɔkɔtena se ɛsan peace party na ɛmfasoɔ bɛɛ ne bɛnya de ama ɔman abra ne kyitaafoɔ ɛnam ɛbɔ ogyabo dem sɛ yɛmfa power ma asimasi yɛbɛyere asimasi agye power de afiri ne nsɛm
but you have feedback na nye amanyoko for no kwa na ya almost sign na no bi ade aye no great work KNUS say am with them or something in sign bi former president SIB ye so a diplomatic call and penifo be bre enti enye wo mo kwa na eka sa ye beje resource no atom no na esese ye o mindful no a omo person no be di ye so ye na se ye hye wo mo say resource no obeji atom na enyema wa kokot
okay
enti sa peace park ne de eye omamu ni nyina ye nyansa kwan ya fa so pe to so be di ye so a ye to aba ni wi a je resource no tu won pen ye course na kokot na ntuatu na emomu me no ye adwen won mu edi animu no if you can be a democrat if you want to practice democracy try aging ebetumi akwama ebi won so enkoma na NDC wa bemu Papa Rollins wa echim ko MPP kufo na yamode efi no ho eko owura Mills ho NDC na yamode efi ho echim ko nanado ho President Mahama Krenya one term bi yamode aba nanado ho yamode na fa de beko ba bi se beko se nyanko no de na yenimu a na wo fi ase kasa se ye man ko ba bia na wura ti ba bia wo fi ba enko ba bia nka Papa Rollins handi over man yewura Kufo enko ba bia nka President Kufo handi over Emma President Mills and this happening for the day anymore no we must grow we must mature as we yan say what is from now you know we campaign and na ye do man ni sha won sa eni e ma dem koso be ba no na mon kan kire na yampe ye wo mema wo kroma ye bete ye wo mema dia mo fanye akwan ma ye
Reverend okay say Johnson is here national chairman of NDC akane pen say NDC de nya de o sign peace pact no only say Mapendada Mahama say party should take a definite decision on it but if say ne see educate here can ekoye ade a party ni pen for konkunyesie so na onjituma sunsanso be na betimi anya afia bato ekona somdwe so
kwasi mayentie owura Mahama de ne kese onunna eye franka tufo ema NDC party no sesi abenu ka say de na de awuboy o se asem owura si edu nkati aka ye onu kwa nadwen enye NDC amanyoko no se abusia odano no adwen but ne onu kan mimi ne ye adwen se nyema omu amanyoko fo no ni Ghana Police Service ye betumi aye 6 to trustem eurukasem kasaboni empenifo no bika ewo dwomu no party for no akra nkasa nkyere wo mo na no ye wura Mahama so ono no nko ade so obedi president obi tinyi ba akokra oma entento ɛsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ ho adwuma nti ne nkurɔfoɔ no bi kasa yɛwɔ mmarima yɛbɛtuatuo yɛbɛma mo ahu sɛ mmarima ɔno na ɛsɛ ɔkasa kyerɛ mo wɔ dɛm sɛ ma mo nkasa saa yɛwura Nana aka kyerɛ yɛ sɛ ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ mogya kanguo bi ama abatoe mu ne nkurɔfoɔ no gyina bɔnten so kasa n'ano nsa wɔ mu deɛ a yɛte yɛbɛyɛ biribia yɛbɛyɛ a yɛmma ayi wei ma yɛmfa ma wei no ɔmo na ɛsɛ ɔmo kasa kyerɛ mo sɛ yɛmpɛ saa deɛ no ɛyɛ contradictory mo mpanyinfoɔ no kɔka sɛ mobɛyɛ ade papa mobɛbu mo ho mobɛyɛ atomdwe a na obi nso so akɔgyina hɔ mobɛtu asɛm no nso ma wonya panin biara dɛn kasa kwasi ɔmo party si nyinaa asɔfoɔ bi hyehyɛ mu ahemfo hyehyɛ mu imamfoɔ hyehyɛ mu na woyɛ sɔfo na wɔ party mu ɔmo nyinaa nim sɛ wɔ sɔfo adeɛ sɛ ɔyɛ boa wɔn ne sɛ meka mo ho yi mo kye a mɛtene mo asɔfoɔ no ahyehyɛ mu ne ahemfo ne mama ɛwɔ party mu NDC ne MPP mu no ɔmo kye a na ɔmo so ɛyɛ yodiom sɛ wonte sɛ ɔsɔfo bi aba bɔnten sɛ MPP no meka ho mehyɛ nkɔm ɛma mo na mmom kasa wei deɛ meyɛ ɔsɔfo ɛnyɛ meyɛ ɔhene ɛnyɛ yɛsrɛ asɔfoɔ ne imamfoɔ ne ahemfo ɛtae party ahodoɔ no si publicly no so ɔmo kye a montene wɔn move to power that's it moyɛ mo ho din sɛ bibi na munya die nti o by the end of the day no enipa ne bi wura hyɛ mu sɛ sɔfoɔ ne ɔhene ne imam ɛka NDC foɔ mo ɛka MPP foɔ no mo bɛboa mo ɔmo ayɛ ade pa ɔmo kye a na mo hwɛ wɔn saa ɛnyɛ yɛsrɛ wɔn a ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ a ɔyɛ opinion leaders akɛseɛ publicly ewo party mu no wɔn mu a ɔno mfo nsi kwampa so ɔmo kasa ni bi wɔ hɔ a yɛkasa yɛmfa nkɔ bedwam
Mate Reverend yɛbɛda asesa no pay wajibe any atwe ekmo Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni Frimpong a former General Secretary the Ma Christian Council of Ghana mote say yɛne no atwetwe ekmo so that's on also issue say you focus more on asema former president Mahama Kane so na you make sure at least be a party no e betimi make a turnover from there Johnson Esilu Ketia Eka na bedwafo atenase George Money a member of the NPP National Communications Team Sanso and Richard Manu Ribe a member of the NDC National Communications Team George Bokodia
Bokominia
watch it
better than me say ubo me title no ubo say me a National Communication Team member I no credit but me Sanso Regional Assistant Secretary or Western North na me call Western North say we need to say kwa akono nti na say e near the name to dwanti last Saturday no and I'm sounds be PM one kind to boy man you no me say me Western North phone with me nyina no o my na say kan de kan fin kwa de e be dan ye nsan no na ya to my NPP
Richard Esheye
aja egu so yende
say
na me time me was in school na you were one of guy be or no you very stubborn every day or journey cockroom without exit the one okwa sina father chain na obisan say you go by so cool na okwa na say much mother than punishment na no dem hand eh ajima than no on yani activity ni a common na di wo majuma da no
ti kom na so de
ona ja wa huma ni musa mani enya
kom de
maso nyom bobo
e kom de
me enya me nko a ene me fie for ene me fie for na kom
je no nyina wandidi
ene easy o
ene trees na wandidi ene your fast na no dene
enya kwa so go be se na fi buy
minia
ene easy
Richard Manuri George
minia
peace pact
peace park ne ho nsem say the wo nyina ne say ye beto aba I think almost start to yache abibia ye call na sane odi kan ye no peace park na ne wo some nima bi omohwe ene some mo be ka say we shouldn't promote hate speech say be ye campaign ka say ntwitwie okay omo ka say mama ye incite anase enhye nkofo kutupa ema omo sebio omo ndi anyamre ansem wabra ye to aba ena omukru ya so esan so ka kire en se e wo se ya abolish vigilantism say vigilantism they receiving an act after 2020 abolish vigilantism we a political party now forming a vigilante group the security service and as a policy for all who can say almost so patchy na binia de ewo mu nyina ne se bi o papa ne kaso no kan se bi o se nye se ya nya afi nkwane ato aba obi ato enye de but nya afi nye 2020 nkwane ya afi a ya to aba obi toye unim the highest death in Ghana's electoral will happen in 2000 abra year to 2001 ye call ye cast ye no over 30 people in the toy. But yeah, and see Rakofo. And as at that time, woman with DNPP and him now when you bring a more campaign, and a general secretary Dan Kwakubuchi, ya antida. So because say and yes, I understand the I am fine sign should be BSC and as a base young TV BSA. We NPP Kona, even at the time I call elections, I hear very close. Yeah, very, very close. You lose an election, less than 25,000 national elections. That was in 2008. And the Crampono. BB Science. Even in 2012, Abra MPP, a GD passe, Abano Komaye, na Bibinti, and Kwamaye, thereby then a candidate here. We went to the Supreme Court. Even at the time of Muruli Yimpa, near one who can say, you call appeal impo. Thereby assembly a flag bearer kind. Was it sending a court na kind of woman saw your more nyadring, as what jitum. Peaceful man, Nnawotwe Yi, just to ensure, say, Ghana be koneni. 2016, yes, I told Bobby and two, for 7 a toy. And a 2020, yet 2 basso, for a noom and a toy. And I only be saying, was say, if you send a bar, or conform a toy, no, be brinane with a chiman. The deba didn't see it. We say, make a peace council, you know, saying, we should not incite violence. This will be a quick general catcher almost so we win elections in the Tomonko Coalition Center. MRDC, no, AC. Nkrofone we hu omo maku omo ya de because community kame pese by now de omo muku nkrofone nyina no ye cheche omo ba nipa na osan ko insight omo so mo win elections no omo nko no san nkrofone so den ye ka kire omo san nipa krona na etwa ne ho na be ye NDC chairman I was say one de oma NDC for inform nsan ko share krata ase na we nko da me boy Ura John Dramani Mahama abaso in fact he spoke well we broadcast a party nyina entna ase omo say ne chairman de but no flag bearer no and a pedia constitution or the leader in the face of the party. So the Yakobani Nano, a fan of home, was multinational moka. We in the NPP, we believe in one thing. Yet they say we are going to win the elections on our record. Nye kutu yemfa kwatikwa biso enchinchimo binsa en win elections ye bida ye biso da. The enemy say the Nnawotwe Yi eba ye wa bone ho modern. Juma wa ye no ye say adepa ne ton ne ho. Njuma ya ye no na gidi say e beton ye am ye win this election. The peace council for some more bibi eka they need to be talking to the NDC. Now nim I'm quite to say be a peace council do omo ho be shemu bia no an area ye nuanum NDC for no omo twetwe omo. And Sabasha Sadi we are it crystallized in 2018. Wabra Peace Council for led by their former chairman Reverend Emmanuel Asante. Ekushia Yura Akufuado ewo Jubilee House. No mo de tu na nim se obai waboa or resource omo na edu mmere bi no between 2013 to 2016 na also mo rely on UNDP support. Component mo de running omo because be anywhere though they have been established by an act. Be anywhere e was say aban de mo ma omo sakan ye. Ama omo dan kompo omo ni GMPC for share 3-bedroom kompo GMPC for person mutu omo. Every time my papa need this and 72 job pe na yenuanum NDC for take a different posture just against the peace council. Kopim say even at the time omo abolish so omo nko eye IPAC mpo omo from sa twice so sa for close to 5 years until February 2024. Oh man who is afraid here is so tap on channel you are afraid no more the to me say afraid remember IPAC meeting. So it's look as if say anything that will be done by the peace council the NDC have issues with. But for us within the NPP, say you know, it is not a matter of yenkuku will be. Na me see kodumo ni ametiye. No be catch me say me nkwana me fa me moja nkoto no bi papa nko dabi obi papa nko di post. Na me ma me nua keto akoyesa. Na me nua oti obema ni nua akoyesa. Dabi we the NPP, that is not it. Yet they say our records will speak for us. Until the era Brian Champion time of Mount podium no. And simply be or can you be a one thing and not all emphasizing when they say or can one word was here records. It's our record. That is what we are going to market. Your record, so no besides say your record any day. Okay, before we go more record. What can the peace pact now pen for except be say we are not going to encourage hate speech. Hate speech, yes. Ye nye bibi ebe ma obi adwumbe ne se ye pese ye bo bone bia no epo na usu lessons na se nyo da obekọ emra kwanso. Yes. Mumpenefo ni bi ne some other political actors for NPP the same Brian Champion
I can twice. In fact, I started with Lord Comey. Say to me no, yen famo mo ne, yen famo mo china. When Lord Comey knows, say, the to me to change government and I retain government resides in the voter. Brian Champon, Nancy as our can be yen famo. Yen tis some party penny be a babonti abe condemn me. But person ko sign a peace pact. Ebedai.
Say make us and make us embargo. Me say under no circumstances as the NPP, yafa kweti kwa bia se pese win elections and as ye change mo bi nsa. The age na yini me say yen records and in some eka and a man for gina so to my. Sebe say you Brian the champion and as you Lord Comey ejina simpi so. Na oka say to me no yen fama NDC for or no oka so no me say to me no e wo ankran nsem. Sovereignty resides in the people. Our young citizens, to me no, our young crown nsem. Na young crown na ebe akoto aba no, de na ebe gina so aye de beto aba. Gina aban na owo so no, ne modern bo, na gina so ye de to aba. Ti so mu gina ho na so ka kire wo se, ye to me we, anase ye mfa to me we enko, na Brian Champon emphasize say ye records are. Now he's telling you say enye kwati kwan bia so say ekofa kwaje ba na kwati kwan no na ekofa so because ye nye bisa da George wa bia so ba when define or can records or say uti Brian the champion now they make Lord Comey. Yes, but say they have been two different speeches. Yeah, Lord Comey say I'm starting from Lord Comey. Lord Comey say we are not going to hand over power to the NDC. What I say? Yeah. Or say we are not going to hand over power, but ubi anwa or bisa a follow-up question say why and how are we not going to hand power? There he will explain. George. Yes, any peace pact. E chere say my yen cancer more and the way is a babonte. Sure. So I'm a now, what it have for now, or more GD or Lord Comey mono. O till Lord Comey as some more. That's what polling station. A ye konya ye be faso a yem fa to me fama NDC for one moto de bi okwakoto. Menyini say Lord Comey betimi anya bere actually all the 275 constituencies. Akochem de akere NPP chita for how yem fa to me fama NDC. And which my peace pact no a signature no a critical ye say my yen cancer more e di ho ye sem ebeba no cry e yen timi nyi Lord Comey any Brian Champon sem fan free mu say they make nyina no say be me nyi o mu mfi mu yeah ba asamba kwa mi bisa e we akire ne say yen ye party no yen record say be e wo so wo hwe yen su so what I say yen su ene ye ban ene kire ye ne ye yen ye party NPP no yen ne ye ne say na yesu ene ye ban eso ne say okay so what I say say be you ka frache me ti ha me no wudi nkomo yi na me nua otimche me say me nua we kra de obi ba me tino na obi aka kire obi gina me tino aka say money be kwakọbọ akwa we yaso wuni me money be bona so ba so obi gina ho na oka nipa no kra bi ye no e me nua o ntu be jedi ba wuni me su ene me ban say me kwakọbọ na so ana. So what I'm saying is it's not about encouraging hate speech. To say you say Lord Comey oka no one can hear. He's not beyond reproach. Brian Champon oka no one can hear. He's not beyond reproach. After all, we are all humans. Nobody is beyond reproach. Yeah, will say you catch up say the mo kind of man can hear. But may can't sign to say because Andrew Crompo you party general secretary or issue statement. I'll catch the NDC for because NDC for upon us encouraging people say Omunko coalition center when you know. I am small copy court and 10 back about operating the chairmanship race and they say they had no evidence. But we need no evidence, but you incited the people. We need no evidence, but you incited the people to go to the grounds, to cause mayhem, and the Bimu to toy. We need so catch them say Omonko cause mayhem. Or the but say whatever they prompt you Omonko Coalition Center, there were speeches. Let's not forget what happened on the 7th of December. Speech ni be chere say onko cause mayhem. Supporters ne kon. E bi ni Brian Champon de na wo kan ye no. Say meka say e bia mi wini pa mi nja pa no at all cost. Na me ba na be gina so meka chere say nkofu kwam so mpeso musisi yo ntimo nko e ho no ma. Say me kan chere say I'm inciting to do violence. So but you are going there. They bad na kwakwaye wo ho. Are you an accredited person to be there? The ba say electoral laws no kra chere say after 5 p.m. So person cohesive na battle can koswa. Omo parameter, but they don't tell you to move. What happened? Was there not an encouragement on the official? So maybe BBC. BBC, that is what I want to tell you. NTCSA, you see, was saying, I see who preaches equity must come with clean hands.
Okay.
So what I say, if the NDC are coming with clean hands, they must come with clean hands. And also, we will sit at the table and war Jojo. Because as I'm telling you, it is not in anybody's interest. But let's not forget one thing. You were Brian Champ, I am more referencing and all. Ocean, the Numa, what they did, will be able to do say Brian Champ, Hefane, when you're gonna have a war. So to question who stands a chance of losing than him? Who stands a chance of losing than him?
Asmo can home from Sobu.
Me patro say,
Brian Champ and smoke home from Sobu.
Ebia, Asma make catching say. CBA next time, we are going to win the elections on our records. Or Omani Siwa, we are winning the elections on our records. But if you add this statement, we say they can bend the sea. Make say you have the right to see. But Bible can't say you will never you have the right to see. But those ones.
Okay. But I say George. Richard. Peace pact.
I want to say many money. Why admission? No, I'm a little bit down. The admissions are always good. So you admit, say, in your opinion, you know, and yet I applaud you for that kind of communication and all the Babon thing. But me share what you for national for them. Now me share the good people from Qantas South constituency and of region for. His Excellency the incoming President John Dramani Mahama, because it was show program even though I am very busy. Was in Chiao. Now me fan tomorrow say in Chebia by January. I don't in less than 4 or 5 months time, you know. Your freedom will not be submerged again as a media person. You have leverage in the economy. You have a role to play in the space. Anything I would say, we are building the Ghana we want together. So building the Ghana we want together. And when you come idea so I am so we President Mahama as a journalist as well. He has the journalist at heart. I mean, said that no Kempinski, you saw the package that we work for the journalists. We want to urge every Ghanaian that there's hope. In as much as on there, Bibia and in as much as the Ghana for so. I'm just returning for the 3 northern regions. I mean, because if you look at how people are suffering, if you look at how our roads are bad, if you look at how people cannot get a square meal, there's no water for them to drink, there's no toilet. Schools are yet all of them are still standstill. Almost agenda 111. People cannot even access hospital. Me call one of the villages. Obi yare of Klupi and of Luntu and of Lulutu. Of all those areas, you have to move to Salaga or have to move to Tambali before you can get access to quality healthcare. These are problems and programs. President Mahama was Ababium. His role is come and reset this country. His role is come and make sure that this country is very well. Now, because the good news in this, President Mahama is having a vice president who is going to be a female. Now, because you know why? The vice president, Professor Jenna Pokojima, the incoming vice president, has a major role to play in this country. He's going to be the head of economic management team. He will reduce inflation to a single-digit inflation. He will make sure there's leverage, the stabilization of the currency, because we want to move to productive economy. Okay. And he's going to take a sole responsibility on health and education and gender social protection. So I think it's young ladies, women now, the professor, so that we will leverage this country and reset the country as a nation. Okay. Because you talk about the Peace Council, say, Peace Pact. Now, what is our take as a political party? Because you know, I just went to the Peace Council Act 181, no, 818, and that's Act 2011. And I look at the function of Peace Council. Now, make sure the function of Peace Council. I came to agree with the General Secretary Ketia with what I say. See, let me read one of the functions to you. I think the function, 9. It said that, okay, let me give you 3 first. 3, the third, to increase awareness of the use of non-violence strategies to prevent, manage, and resolve conflicts and build sustainable peace in the country. That's one of their roles. Okay. Another one is to make recommendation to government. Because this is what is more important to me. To make recommendation to government and other stakeholders on actions to promote trust and confidence between and among other groups. So that's one of the rules I saw them play. So I ask, if that's their role, Peace Council, I mean, it's established by the Act of Parliament, and I think it's a legal institution, I say in Nigeria. But its role was to make sure they manage the conflict, prevent conflict, and give us conflict awareness in the nation among groups not only the political parties, district assemblies conflict, tribal conflict, chieftaincy issues, and other. That's their role, says. That's why all religious bodies, they are all part of the Peace Council. We respect them. We don't dispute their role as they play from 2001 to now. But the question is, let's just be honest. Any Peace Council, any Peace Council, one question every summer says, most of them sign a peace pact. It is good to sign a peace pact. You are signing peace pact in various elections. Just for instance, 2020, what role did they play as peace councillor and then person signing peace pact? We live in this country. I was so West Wogon. And I'm going to a and then I'm a short commission. I had a recommendation say they should compensate those up to now, no single compensation. Our party, led by Malba and Co, has been following up this case for the compensation of the people. They never mind to compensate them. They told us that Nyamuya West Wogono was a dress rehearsal against 2020 elections. They will make noise and spoke to all the bodies in this country, the police, everybody. Nobody minds, nothing happened. And they lead the people to a printing press, and they stock 1 million ballot papers. You remember 2020 elections. We led the police to that place, and the police leading and banned the ballot papers. We reported the case to the police and the Peace Council. Nobody has taken a step out of it. That was it. Even upon all that, during the registration, a teacher in Bandam, around Bandam Kwanta, Taslima area there, just in the registration. You remember that teacher died. Just to go and register to make sure he elect the president. He was shot and dead. Nobody talks about it. Meanwhile, we have Peace Council. If you are the chairman of Peace Council, if your child has been gunned down in that situation, in that manner, will you be happy? And then 2020 election, I reckon cool. In Odio here, a young lady, Amina, was not even up to 8 years. She was gunned down and died. 8 people lost their lives. The president came and said only few regretted death was recorded. The commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces in this country, only few deaths were recorded. That's what they said. Name the people in the Chimasaf. Look at what happened in Ablikuman area. People died in the cold blood. Nobody talks about that. Yang, as a political party, said no, the people need justice. Nobody talks about the Minuti Abekasa. And yet, when President Nnawotwe Akufo-Addo, the commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces, in the stadium here, he elected the flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He said the word, and people must be very careful what they said. What's only the in the political career? Now, what he has only one role is to hand over power to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He said that. Not to say he to hand over power to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Are you the one decided to hand? Are you the one who decided to hand power to somebody? No, you didn't say you are handing over the flag bearership to Dr. Mahmoud. That's internal issue. Yes.
Political parties are formed on the base of winning political power.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
When you form government,
yes.
Now, a KMP Pinkwa and NDC Nkwa, and from 1992 based in NDC Nkwa.
We all hope so.
That is it.
Yes.
And he said, Minister your mama, Eba 2025. Now, Okwa, he will say, will hand over to an MPP government.
President Mahama was even a president. He had about
Your Mahama wanted to continue after 2016 as president.
But the Ghanaians said no.
That is the Ghanaians.
Yes.
But no Akufo-Addo ne say, me person me hand it over, and me party.
Was I have a responsibility?
That is it.
And my responsibility is to hand over power to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
So the question
is he the only person that's going to vote? Ghanaians vote. So tell us that we pray or we want to win power, so Ghanaians must vote for us, so that we're able to hand over power to my...
It was a political platform, do a political campaign.
No, that was not a fair comment. As a city president, yes, that was an internal issue.
Yeah.
You don't come and tell us that your role is to hand over power to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It's a violence word we use. How we all learn communicate. We know how... We know how words are constructed.
The money violence.
No. Me, my role is to hand over power. Me sorry, I'm a person, a question and Upon question a bit now. Even the production said, no, it is you.
One cat wumpo.
What's my role?
Yes, what's in your role?
In the role.
Because now he's handing over the baton to a different person in the party.
Let's make program. I think that's a violence word to use. And nobody talks about that. Your chairman to me told us that they have 1 million ways of winning elections. 1 million ways of winning elections. And they will make sure they win this election at all costs. Fine. I will buy that ways of at all costs. Everybody want to win elections. But to say 1 million ways, what 1 million ways are you going to win elections? We didn't take that serious. Lord Comey came in with his word. Lord Comey said, there is no way they will hand over power to NDC. And they are not going to hand over power to NDC. And we raised a concern. Nobody talks about that. Now, Brian Achampo is the master of the day, telling us that they are going to hand over, they will not give us power if you want to go and burn the sea. We also sent a signal to him. I think some of my colleagues and some parliamentarians sent signals to him. We told him that even Senate, and then Closer and other bodies said they were not going for, they were going for strike for only 1 hour. He couldn't withstand it. If he's a man, if the time comes, he shouldn't hand over power. And Brian Achampo comes to tell us that they will win the elections, they will not hand over power to us. If we want, we should go and burn the sea. And we told him, the sea, nobody burns the sea. And him.
Richard,
nobody burns the sea.
Will you support, say, Opati Momon signed the 2024?
What are we signing the peace pact for? That's the question. When we sign peace pact and people die in this country, when we sign peace pact and people are threatening people in this country, when we sign peace pact and people are killing people in this country, and the Peace Council has never and ever made a move out of it. Meanwhile, the Peace Council and the Council of State, who advise government on issues, when people, cabinet ministers, party people in government are threatening the NDC, and none of them has spoken about it, they will go and take a pen and paper and say that we want peace. What kind of peace is that? We have our peace. We'll keep our peace. We are not going to sign it. Even if President Mahama says that they will do broader consultation, I support the national chairman views that there's no need for a peace pact to be signed. And we are not ready to sign any peace pact. If they wanted to sign peace pact, they should go and arrest Brian Achampo first. If they wanted to sign peace pact, they should go and arrest Lord Comey first. They should arrest people, compensate the Ayawaso West Ogun people. Then we know that Ghana, we are ready for peace. Professor Prevon, Dr. Prevon was saying that other countries that have been able to build their democracy to that level, it was because of the intervention of the peace pact. For the Fourth Republic, we have not had such violence like that. Apart from the transit of President Rawlings, you are making a record of 30 people died. That was why Peace Council was set up in 2011.
In 2012, yeah, two Ababa Sabasa.
People died.
No, people died in 2012. People died like how? And what was the intervention?
Bibsa said in 2012, yeah, two Abba every year. Nipe Biba Sabasa ABC in 2012.
Oh, absolutely. For elections, you can't say you get violence free. Okay. You definitely get violence. But I think that we were concerned and Peace Pact and the Peace Council intervened by then. Have you listened to Catholic Bishops?
Peace Council at that time.
They intervened and advised on bills. And then that was where you recalled.
Issue statement.
Yes, the issue statement, but you recalled at that time when after the 2012 elections, after court, whatever, we have a broader consultation, stakeholder consultation at the progressive elections, and what happens. You recall that particular decision. So we intervene. So we are saying that this particular time, we want peace. Yes, nobody disputed the peace, but we go and use our pen and ink to sign, just to sign a paper of peace. While the people that are holding on to power are not ready for peace, we are ready. We have our people. The NDC is a broader political party. We are waiting. If you want peace, we want peace. If you want violence, we are ready for you.
Oh, how?
No, I mean, what is that?
But why already said violence engulf your 2024 election.
We all pray there will be peace. But if people are beginning threatening NDC people, when we were there, our people were killed in cold blood. When we were there, people have been disabled. And you say nobody talks about that. And you think that we should sit as a political party, our people should be dying more?
Are we saying some crowd?
Do you want our people to be dying more?
Are we saying some crowd a prayer a woo year in 2020 election? NDC for
most of the people were NDC. That was it. When you know when some George and Co were slapped, and they say it was a member of parliament was slapped, and you tell us a dress rehearsal. We are not ready for any peace pact to be signed.
Richard Manirebe, a member of the NDC National Communications Team. Also, and message join a live stream on Facebook, Adom TV, and as Adom TV Extra, YouTube, Adom TV. Ja comment na you ready emfa ema. Ebra boys ready kakra de go bottom. Game park bre aso. Try the boom, they did the boom. Yeah, bye see.
NDC for Pell, Amun Pell, 2024 Abano, and Yadom winning da. I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm going to check your record. I'm winning. Na MPP Amano Kono. MPP Amano Kono. Yes, you also have winning election. MPP. Yes, you have winning election. It's the enemy. Quite be asked why you have winning 2024 Amano. You have a political party. You're a political party. As of Imam for Omobugun that the other side of winning election. But quite be a winning election. You have a so. But you have a question. You have a winning election.
Ya makwa babiem efa emra na otwi eso echebesa kwama so na ye ne a former governance advisor ewo UN akokotwe enkokumo about this peace pact se renyina se kwanbe ne betimi afaso a ye beye amano etimi atene eye so George mama be say 2 minutes before smeba Rachel
on the peace pact.
On the peace pact.
Oh, a peace pact. Let me honestly, I thought we have exhausted it, but the minion, can. You see, when you zero in on individuals, just as you try to point finger, I can point a lot. Even citing your own chairman, I said in Ketia, I can cite a lot. But say if you really want to move on as a nation, Senator Papa can say we've been voting at Tuaba for 30 years. This is not the time company can say Tuaba. Now, so what I say, and you know, can't idea per se movie nation it should not be about individuals. But the person may catch a Ghana for you now, Muti and say, Omunshe MPP near, Omunshe Yesu any year bang. We are not a party that encourage violence, and we are not a party that do violence. Okay. Yes, see, our records is what is going to win us power. And we say do I then I will tell you the records of the NPP in my region, the roads in my region. Okay. I say about my both here. I'll use my region as an example. Okay. No much so the entire I mean you know see at the Nnawotwe Yi man in the region at the moment so we will come to that and then they will understand. But zero in say per se nation you develop it then hate speech irrespective of the political divide you say being inciting for violence we should be committed to our words. I always use Ira and another Gwakufuado as an example. Anybody who have been in his shoes would understand say democracy Ghana enjoy any freedom of speech in strong can abroad being the near film. So I say not under his watch would electoral violence be perpetrated in Ghana.
Mamenko Ahumanu Sesiena Mene Professor Bafo Ajimandria, former UN advisor and more about this same peace pact. Prof, I'm watching to pay Eba Adom TV so. Yeah, that's so it's me. So peace pact ya sign recently any. You bet me I can say and so be abasu ye dia more mine na. E was ye twaso e kwaso sign.
Well, and say it's Asia to Aba, your fourth republic. Election bia ye bekum bia no sebe nipa bebre ya na ye den send bi party for no ya na omoni ye electoral commission de wo ye ne nye kopim se betu aba na wie na ba bia betu bia so ya na unchi kakra abamu na sandi kra de ye kra de am se nipa sintin asenso kra wi no interest as you about to know and yana bibisa. Na ya no bi nkoyi. Nti ama beto aba na bonisi tension bi aba ye man, which is very unfortunate. Na em say September and so here party e opposition no. Ya na wo mo nyi electoral commission ni. Ne kai say emra MPP wo opposition say na we can be verify electoral commission at the time no. So as na NDC who opposition almost any current electoral commission in. And no the minimum the befa so parties won betimi anya confidence or electoral commission. E dia dachi bi no se nka man badwe no ho akwa nke empe ekwan bi a because the independent way be I select the electoral commissioner. So be any political party no and as one leader and our president no and now all by point here. But I am to be a trust kakra them. And my kind of na mabawa semos. Peace pact. Oh, I didn't know oju why na ayo kakra. Me kind say election be a be Obasanjo by Liberian former president by Omoko moving pick. And at the end, now I'm contracting it inside. I think that we are unwilling partners in this election. Intino, Yahoo Bintino, Elsa, and Panifu Bibamo. Oh, in Kagana, dear, tell me, Yaki, Achichiri Yamai Abidri. 32 years of democratic practice. In Kiabatua Ba, can you say who cry by him? Can you say that? And so, unfortunately, Yabatui Naba. And this peace pact of Mopa and no crazy or Moya, and what you could said the young nonsense, BCCH empathy. Now, also interested peace council and other stakeholders, you know, you raise their voice and so and caution your political parties. If we say, Yenny, na Yamai, your passing years, your pencosuo. And Tino, the Basse, the number behind a peace council, Mumaya. Nanka mebo nkamesa party for say omunyanto boasie no mon concern at least it shows faith in the first place. So Okosania shows that at least the party is committed to peace, which is very important at least for the public to know. The better party because the main sign like I say right away who create impression be said what they said the and brothers and what they own percent as we give it. Say peace council kind who be say bedtime a year. How many money come up? No more than Nancy as you okay. This almost sign Papa Mai. So, Prof, a people position, yes, to the Bena say, yes, science, sir, a pamcrata no area. But Sabase, Bebechi, enter and tis a peace council, a boko, and somehow do a manyofono air kawabra yoko abatwasum. Ni atwama abato na kona wie na basabasa na sini asa akwa abato ofro se esa me sign apam krata ofro e ba ne se ma ne nkwaje se bia se yenunu e ho ne yesre e ho bi. That's right. No kra no aka en kame no ka metimi atu efu kakra nka me ka se peace council no omunya more of the above be kan se more proactive yen no ma bi kra nsa na sebe nka peace council ana se peace pact ya ken ikoma be sign na se bia sebe what now man same be for so party for ya complain. Want me and perform and two or move for now one can be a water mocha. Now say be do about for much yen sign a peace pact. And no the SR and fat Papa Biama. Intimeno ya say was said peace council, any other bodies are or more interested in making peace or somewhere proactive throughout the period between elections. Now, more regular engagement with the political parties. The complaint be bad, they should be part of the solution. Oh, like I said, in the first place, one build the trust between yourselves and the political party. You think about that, you better about sign a party. That party thing nearly my year previously. My proactive actions there, sabe, a trust of money that a form of money peace. No, the mom, what's now necessary could do say, a friend near better banana complaints party with NPP or NDC or any other CP for my man can hoshi, now say be drab on where, then to know a mass suspicions be abem. And you know, they make me a can say or say peace council or more proactive and yet to let's say mum yeah ben so mum more engage you on private not parties in a yantia you not per se man absolutely you bum
Prof, you better start a person at Jebre any action and come Professor Bafo Ajimadjia, a former UN senior advisor on governance, and I'm to say no actually and one Regit 2 minutes now young call.
So
the manifesto
2 minutes. I think say Mona is it Mona money at to put your money to buy and I believe say should go to his political party. On the NDC, you know NDC is not a political party. Get that right. We're a Congress. Until we comprise of all manner of people, diverse of wherever you come from and this. So we are quite a calm party who doesn't like violence. Until some of violence now more threatening, you know. No, the party. You see, we've always say something. Let me be clear in this case. We've always say something. One was the NDC. We are born out of a revolution. It's a fact. But because we need democracy, until no, so no man the idea. Until I can say at the twice some crown and can name concert. Yeah, but you might have more than that. But 1992 constitution I had to buy as a political party. No? Because here in the constitution they buy, Fourth Republic there, you know it was next by Chairman Rollins then. Nti enya dia that those things are momo ya no de nti mo na mo ya na ehwe mo keke nti saka na to asem ni basabasa yo ne amodi ba election mo de epa mo cho mo nya botre okay na mo pese mo nko ne sa dia enya dia e bebua as a nation so we are fully say they don't bend see I will see put the send on the mishipo but that so them sir because but who test what the church just by bit me afa tell the put the ensipo but they drew all the be cross.
But I say, so both NDC Youth Manifesto against NPP Manifesto, Ochina. George, minimum no the best chance here.
No, so why you waiting? According to the best idea, so no manifesto.
Because so bet me a NPP Manifesto, Ochina against NDC Youth Manifesto.
So the whole thing they say, NDC for some lunch, Youth Manifesto. Youth Manifesto. We quite a commentary around it in a differ. We say it's academic fees only for university students. We must say that is according to Pablo, their youth organizer, or say for university students. We must also say polytechnics and all tertiary institutions are part according to semi-median fee. Or more company are unable to reconcile the two. But unim, it was simply a kind of quatrequa sobema tomorrow. Nnawotwe Yi.
Okay.
You know NDC for your summer call lunches are the way where the same people are. Obekaya before 2015 to 2016. No more can say or more withdraw utility bills. Or more withdraw utility bills from Ebema students 8-year utility bills. Students will be brave echo demonstration of which may war hand demonstrations be brave. NDC for Euro Kujeto at that time, Deputy Minister of Education, Nano Pukwajaman, or your running mate was the Education Minister, or say they will not restore and they almost withdraw. So almost withdraw. It took MPP, your running mate, Napo, being the Education Minister in December 2020 to assure and indeed say government will now absorb a year utility bills. So in Tinameka, say quarter amount to ma no Nnawotwe Yi. Youth Manifesto no call lunch na idea ni nyina ne say the youth no eba anaso be say mbabunu etumpon mbabunu betumpon a nema miensa bi company for say panyifo to sa no na ewura mbabunu die nema miensa so be ma yen skills training obema yen njuma anaso be ma yen finance na ye de akoye ni so be hwe NDC for a so skills ni training ye de njuma meboa between 2012 to 2016 na yan finance ni bia in fact even in
2012 to 2016.
2016, yes.
2012 to 2016,
yes. It took the honorable MP Tina Mensah, that then in 2017 to write a letter to the heads of institutions and now government is absorbing all trained nurses. In fact, I'll put the letter for you right now.
2012 to 2016. Yes.
I'll pull it to you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Me too.
Okay.
Or say. All of them, Tina Mensah actual letter, Eddie Ma say, this is it, all regional directors of health. On
what capacity did you write by them?
He was a deputy minister of health. He was a deputy.
2016.
No, 2017.
That's
Afterwards, yes. And then he wrote the letter. Me find the letter no. Resumption of recruitment process for health professionals granted financial clearance in December 2016. Because nobody was employed. It took recruitment of private and public trained nurses. The Ministry of Health wishes to inform the general public, specifically private and public trained nurses, who completed their training from 2012 to 2016 from accredited health training institutions across the country. Recruitment will commence from 1st July 2019 at 9 a.m. That is it. Here, and signed, Tina Mensan, Deputy Minister for
to you from 2012 to 2016.
That is the letter. That is the letter. Okay, so there is no need to also issue another letter. Say,
okay, this is a Ministry of Finance letter written on 11th November 2016. Financial clearance, Ministry of Health.
Thank you.
Please refer to series of letters from the Ministry of Health on the above subject. Copies attached. The Ministry of Health is hereby granted financial clearance to enable the ministry engage the service of 8,634 nurses.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Now let me read another letter for you. March 20th, 2017. Those people, they were March 2017, signed by Peter Obriyeboah. Signed by Peter Obriyeboah. Deputy Director for Human Resource.
At where?
For the Director, Ministry of Health.
Okay. But Obriyeboah he was not the HR by then.
No, Mr. Peter Obriyeboah. He
was not the HR.
He let us don't lie. Peter Obriyeboah, Deputy Director.
Peter Obriyeboah, okay. March 20th, 2017.
Okay, that's okay.
So original directors. Okay.
So if you say you got the HR, that's why I'm surprised.
Okay. So what's our letter? Was a resumption of recruitment process for health professionals granted financial clearance in December 2016. Please refer to our earlier letter reference G8 dated 16 February 2016. On suspension of recruitment of health professionals. The Honorable Minister of Health has now granted approval for the recruitment of trainees and other health professionals who were granted financial clearance in December 2016 in line with the respective regional ceilings.
So what kind of first sentence I say? Please refer to our letter reference number date 16th February 2016 on suspension of recruitment
of health professionals.
They are professionals.
General nurses are part of health professionals. Let's not. Let's not. Our doctors not part of health professionals. Our doctors not part of health professionals.
You are getting this wrong.
Our nurses not part of health professionals. Our pharmacists not part of health professionals. So what I'm trying to say is that it took the NPP government to absorb. In fact, Yera said Tekpe in March 2015. Government is lifting embargo.
So until resumption, what you are saying?
What's it? The financial clearance were granted, but it was suspended. So he's writing the letter.
So it means from that time, financial clearance,
it was suspended. Now he's writing a letter say they are resumption, coming back, and that happened under the NPP. That happened under the NPP. No, the first one was a resumption. It means that the process was halted, and they are resuming.
Okay.
That is the meaning of resumption. Unless perhaps I'm getting this wrong.
Okay.
So what I say now, it took the NPP to do. So now I have told you one thing, and you say when it comes to skills training and employment, they never fought for the youth. In fact, university, almost utility bills, they must pay. It's public knowledge. I can give you, of which the Deputy Minister of Education, then I can give you plenty of his speeches. And no say and I win him. Youth, almost a year being a youth starting fee. When the NPP came, you say, I was saying, everybody needs a basic skill. And that is why we made free TVET free. And that is why we made free senior high school free.
Okay.
So what I say, so that every youth can benefit. Now, both free senior high school, we're not sponsoring advert against free senior high school. We did not sponsor, no one sponsor advert against free senior high school. The way they were doing it, they sponsored close to 40 adverts. Say free senior high school near to me. Every you know what you say, introduce free senior high school. Every you know what you say, introduce free senior high school. But bro, say free senior high school was introduced by another Kufuado. So what I say, that is the NPP for you. Ye dream in babuno ho, ye person mo ko anim. Na wunim. Omo so mo promote youth, omo so mo launch youth, omo promise freebies no. Omo president at that time, flag bearer, still the flag bearer of the NDC, say over 2 billion on for any free senior high school. Now omo costs, omo me yeti say omo cause omo absorb sa we na free tuition no person mo de bana e be cost 10% of the free HSS bill. And if some of the 10% eba be count, if it's a free senior high school now no, it's costing government 3 billion. Don't be so mu 10%, they 300 million eba count. We will be sure mo say is it not o metimi aye. Also 2 billion na on find free senior high school. Na say see eba ko do 3.3 billion no. And now the be free senior high school any free academic fees for level 100.
Okay.
Now so mo call level 100 nimpo we no munye wi a omo to aso a hwan ato omo so. That is until I start to make a catch or say.
Yes, so send workers or say.
There be until I start to make catch or say. Na student trust no more can also more cause say oh say there IFO there but na man IFO because we've made it no guarantor system just with your national health insurance Ghana card. No guarantor with your Ghana card. The Ghana card is now the cornerstone on which every system in Ghana now is being built.
But I say, George,
and let me just make us MPP manifesto.
So the time in Nako can.
What's it?
It's a mechanism
say 5
a press release. What is a press release? Ministry of Health recruit 4,799 nurses.
A website, babe.
Oh, the Ministry of Health website.
Okay.
Okay. So if you say that we never recruited any nurses at that one, I'm telling you, this is go to Ministry of Health website. Is there 4,799 nurses were recruited, posted in 2016 before we left power. Health professionals are different. I have practiced in the health sector. Okay, we have paramedicals, we have health professionals, then we have the nurses. Even the nurses, we have even community health nurses. So if you say there's a halt, you recall those days, the physician assistants were the people that we halt the posting. And then some of the nurses, nurses be now medical sector, laboratory assistants in normal. Until if you talk about health professionals, they are different from the nurses. In fact, that is where I begin my career. So that one now. Now you are talking about the manifesto. You said the NDC said what? We are saying that. Yeah, can say. Your entrance of the field, we know first year no.
Yeah.
My main kind manifesto in charge. So won't you ask one MP before no? NDC be idea. No, so they don't even understand
the definition of health professionals. It's there. Necessary health professionals.
So you can say oh, the NDC for the let me read it for you so that one this guy too. Yeah, can say what we are putting in. Let me read it for you clearly.
The manifesto.
The manifesto. I'm coming.
Extract in be ready and I said the real.
No. Extract be and person ready now. Now what you see also
manifesto no krom when you
yes there's a see. The next NDC government, the next NDC Mahama government will fully absorb the academic fee of all new entrants in public tertiary institutions, i.e. universities, college of education, nursing training colleges. So if we are talking about tertiary institutions, whether being a polytechnic, whether being a nursing training, whether being teacher training college, whether being a university, and no, let's say absorb more. And they say if you do the estimate of first year entrance, it will cost 275 million Ghana cedi.
So say maybe student population be na mo the calculation way.
No, which focus be na mo there's a research.
So your name say
yes
2025 going.
Yes.
The number of tertiary students will
increase. It will increase. Yes. So the use that success. We are talking about first entrance.
Yeah.
We are not even talking about the people in the university now.
Yeah, we are talking first entrance.
So we are looking at the number of people that are in SS3 now.
Yeah.
Estimate the people that will be going. Okay. It's not all of them will get access to the tertiary institution. Sure. Some would like to do other vocational and training and other things. Yeah. So use that estimate. Now we are saying that it will cost 275 million Ghana cedi
for the first
entrance. Okay. And what are we doing? We are saying that we are going who share Abenya or use it 2 billion for chop in the presidency.
No evidence.
Oh no, the budget is there. It's budget.
The budget is
chop. Government expenditure is what? Chop. And then you top peppers, no money top ice cream, no money there KK party, and we have 2 billion. Even if you look at read the budget, you look at the contingency, it is huge. So we are going to cut down the 2 billion. Presidency.
2 billion.
2 billion. We can use 275 million out of the 2 billion. To see, add your cost to the tertiary institutions. Then the real we can even use to reinvest in the
2 billion. He find number 275 million.
So I am saying the air can say I use 2 billion for government expenditure.
Yes.
Now we are saying that we are not going to use this 2 billion for government expenditure. We are going to use part of it to pay the first entrance.
It is always part of it. Yes. Now, baby, one more so kate. A beer a fool albeto. A beer service now be so to him for number cut from the 2 billion 275 million.
Of budget. Yeah, can I say in budget we have a contingency, we have government expenditure, we have every sector. We are saying that government expenditure near up on managed for plane.
Say 2 billion.
It is from the government expenditure. Government travel.
It save President Kufuor. Sika no for private jet no.
Yeah, President for private jet. Now say almost a cabinet retreat. Almost 500 and something million. For government,
500 million.
For all the government expenditure. It was 5 million. Sorry. Yes, 5 million. Sorry, it was 5 million for government retreat.
Okay,
just for 1 day. Government retreat. 1 day. Okay. Only 5 million. So we are not going to use all the. We are not going to misappropriate the funds. Okay. So they are not cushion into the educational sector. I'm going to any job anyway. And in all cases, what is it? Into first year, the stress now. Then we prepare the student trust fund loan for you. Okay. Until once you are there, then after first year, second year, you go for student loan. So at the end of the day, you automatically get free tertiary education by getting a loan. And we are saying not only that, person with disability. Person with disability, whether you are visually impaired, hearing impaired, a limpy man, or whatever it is. Okay. We are going to get a free tertiary institution over free. And in the manifesto, you see, we are going to do national apprenticeship program. I know what you know.
Okay.
What was it? One national apprenticeship program. The national apprenticeship program is that you are recruiting now. We are recruiting master craft. Master craft men. We are recruiting them. You recruit your mono. No more training. We are hairdresser. Okay. We are hairdresser. Every man will have a stipends for you. Okay. At the end of the time, now we will set up the business for you as well again. So these are the things that you say. So we just hope because Ghana Statistical Service say 1.5 million Ghanaians don't have formal and informal education, which is very dangerous. One goes class, one class, two class, one could be. So we want to push all these people into micro management of economy by giving them national apprenticeship program. That's a technical and vocational education. Okay. And one of the things. We are also looking at we are cancelling the licensure exam. Okay. So students, training college, we are cancelling it. But the person here say, won't you make exam? Now, right? What's your final exam? What's your final exam? We are not a licensure. We're going to be add your final exam to paper. Not the same thing. No, call baby. So we are cancelling
it. Final exams we are
no, but it's going to be part of the examination.
Did it never part?
Oh, the licensure exam for your certification.
Yes. What will be the difference between the final exams and license?
So what they do is that after they write their 9-10 papers, they will go and stay home, go and do national service. Okay. Then come after 1 year, they are not coming to write licensure. Okay. So we are saying that no, even let us you will add it to your subjects. Oh, say there's a subject, but it's a practical thing. Every subject there's a practical. We do mentorship and all those things. Yeah. So in that process, because all your mentorship that I thought about your final exam, and it's just part of your exam. Maybe your mentorship, your experience you have, you just put it on paper, then you go.
And you at what time?
Oh no, when you're writing your final exam.
Before so by your final exam.
So the training college, what they do is that after you finish your you go and do mentorship. Yeah. So when you do mentorship, you come and write your final exam. And to propose to final exam, then you go and do national service. Yeah. Do your national service, then you now come back and write licensure. And we are saying no.
It may but Mumba be license and they are free after national service.
After national service.
It remember before national service.
So licensure is a final exam.
Tell me, I'm saying,
That is when you're writing your final paper.
It will final paper like
no.
You should know this process. It's simply put. Simply put, say who real exam. You do 3 years. Now they do 4 years. It's a degree holding institution. So 4 years now. You have a final paper to write.
Okay.
That's your natural thesis, maybe a project worker. You have a final paper to write.
Yeah.
But they, in their case, they go for mentorship. You go to do mentorship for 6 months.
Yeah.
In a different school for the teachers to teach you how lesson notes are
classroom.
So when you finish your mentorship, that is when you come to write your final paper.
Okay.
Our paper is not about throwing in at exam. Yeah. So we are saying that when you're writing your final paper, you just write your lines. It's part of your final paper. Then you write. It makes things simple for you. And I want to say, no, so they understand better.
Okay.
So we are cancelling this. Okay. And we are making sure, we improve the free SHS system in this country. When they say we will be some Kuala more secondary school now, they will tell you, look, President Kufuor did something. President Kufuor had 4 years then for SHS. You remember at the time now. When we came to power in 2016, I think I remember very well that we and Professor Mills, when they left power 2008, that was when the students were going for their 4th year.
Yeah.
There were no classrooms. We have to now use what? Canopies for the students to sit in the class. There was no provision for it. And they've also come now, they said free education, double track system. The system is so porous, feeding is a problem. So we are saying that we are going to improve on the free SHS and make it visible and concrete so that every student can enjoy. Who carry the boarding? The system I want school, boarding house. They class for 3 months. They are both here for 1 month, for 3 months. That bondage is there. So our manifesto, the youth manifesto policy, is very viable and very visible. And the partner say the 24-hour economy, and babbling in Abenya. And that is a good thing.
0302211701, 0302211702, 0302211703. It also a wajibre na wo hwe fie nso no. Also betimi adwene na de wadwen kire eso abeka djumadi amafo message dey omode aba eniem. We aku could say I totally agree with Richard. You have really spoken well this morning. Okay, nti akudi ode eba no. We see, in fact, I am not happy the way you refer the NDC man on 2012 election. So if it happened in 2012, should we justify the 2020 killings? Anabila Stephen, Edway, Efri Zibila, and also Ede Ebaye. We see regards to Ejawan inside Seshi Bekwai. The NDC Youth Campaign Manifesto is a game changer. I love the innovative ideas and solutions proposed by John Dramani Mahama. Movement for change is popularly impressive, empowering you to drive positive transformation in Ghana. Akisimid Wefree, Seshi Bekwai, and also Eddie Eba. So join him 0302-211-701, 0302-211-702, 0302-211-703 kosi 4. Na oba yene brave na yako. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Commander.
Me pachodin is an afre.
Me pachodin de Benjamin from Kasapi Aplaya.
Benny etio.
On pacho bibi kan me bo mabaso meet papa moye.
Yes.
Na the American say the manifesto and this phone koye no. Nanka osenka omo antin hu jansa na witumi I dey incident pa. Enu tinanka eni kwansenka omo ye no basa sana. The omo ye die na encourage intervention mo so omo ye sakai.
Mati, may I say. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Or unfortunate to be so. My name's I felt
unim say. Maybe yeah, unim say all the MP NDC from youth. 1 minute. NDC from youth manifesto I'm calling here. Unim say all the things they stated. MPP is currently doing it.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Papa Joe.
Me Pacho, this is an Afri-free.
What about you? Kiss me, you should be fine.
Kiss me at you.
Papa, you meant to a one or to be fine. Now, 7 5 for there. Yes, I'm up at the cook. I think to a great level. The idea Jamahama on the NPC for people say, as soon as the young or sign, as soon as what the NPC for this year. And then NPC for before can say, over 2 million NPC for any action. In the end, came to over that they are to a back to them. Not so if you have on the no, we not attack at a cat and not Ghana for come on to you, not your Mahama or name the Ghana Bonina and what time back class now. In the can't work before person. I keep me in my crowd.
But I say hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Me patrol is an Afro-free.
The first Frederick, make a free at the Blanca.
Frederick, you.
Me patrol, so yeah, if you have to say, you know, oh, I don't TV. Yeah, me person me car, say, yeah, Papa no war, no, but Minister of Health Recruitment, and they say, me, I'm no can say, me, I'm a national convener for allied health professionals, graduate of Mofi.
Okay.
So, okay, 2016 ever, government has made provisions to employ health professionals. That the open you mean to make a so transfer, but no credit. Because, to see, I'm no can say. The Minister of Health has made provisions to the extent to say, the case, I submit my for doctors, nurses, and quite a new woman. Open you know can say. I have graduates of movie school 2019 back from Sabri.
Okay.
If you say a case, you are making provisions. You are recruit to about before more hospitals, money at the idea. Young Catasa, you are recruit to nurses.
Okay. But I say hello, good morning.
Yo, good morning.
Me patrol is an Afro-free.
Yo,
Okay.
Na menkan check na na de. Mbibia another amphibia abasono ko mampanyin John Ejekumkufo Osido. Nanka oda otiodo no. Yenya nkofu bi ma obezi akokrisam chile Ghana fo, ma Ghana fo yetin wodo. Ma yekoto abamu ho. Yekoto abamu ho yewie ni yina yehumosi wo Ghana. Inne susi si ala da membre na naso edu ayehumi. Sisi ayekese omampanyin yan former president oye Mahama Osi Oba Obama ibadi level 100 no Obama on free abadi na kasa no aka sere he dada free education on ye.
Okay.
So say no Osi so wosika on for the need can go and get free education.
Let us say hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me patrol is an Afro-free.
I'm Francis, my favorite as well.
Francis, you.
But and this for manifesto no lunch here.
Okay.
Yeah, was it a man Casano, Richard Casano, can say people with disability. Sir, good solutions are Dr. Mahmoud Bawamiadi to Jawa UPS in a womb. What can say people with disability? Obama Marco University free. Into no me say a common youth manifesto who the other said, but I made no do two Jano no more than or to the best of Modiano. Into no. Okay.
Mate. But I say hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me patrol this is an Afro-free.
Within the mercy, I say, I'm very can't say.
Mercy at you.
But I can say, and say, NBC phone call sign, peace again, baby. Now, the American can say, and say 2016, in the year, a war, 30 months. And the signs are peace document was a peace then I mean, let's sure say, happy is 90 before penal, because I be as we do 90 before a pay. And so I be 90 before there. And no one say, as we try some, and I did not how far as my 4 7 as my 4.
Oh,
nothing 24 years. Or that's what you see I am fan. And about way there, yeah, 20 years. Yeah, 20 about way pa na end is about power.
But
I don't demand mama about power. I'm my Yamako Yamay. I don't know more yes could see your money.
Let us say hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. It's me, George.
Na me catch was said. Omo manifest na come no can no on can you know
time hello, good morning.
All your programs
hello, good morning.
Which are already being implemented.
Good morning, Opedi. Hello.
System.
Oh,
Unia, the woman say MPP and Kwako lunch manifesto.
Okay.
I have to the bold solutions for Ghana's next chapter of development. The woman and say NPP, you believe in systems. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a problem solver or so how I know. The onim and say I was say you building your systems. Near building systems are and remember Ghana etimetumpong. Remember an example of system building. Obe on one the chairman of the police council. Obey a chairman, your home police for your form. We was seeing 11 cameras, the 11 intelligent cameras, security cameras. I will be the bonny and not picking. Police for Nasia or Nasia chairman of Mukasa. They say, bit me, you see, you come back to crime or even road, you bit me, they combat. No, say, you better for so or see you say, ye camera new chower. Once any power Irish, for instance, and say, yeah, the camera new chower, Nasa with database, Ghana card 90 forecast movie and conquer. Ghana card near the matcha. Make sure systems.
But I say, Anthony, good morning.
Let me pick you up.
Anthony, good morning.
MTTU is using currently.
Oh.
What I say, Abra MTTU for Oman static test piloting. That was Eastern region, Koforudia, Air Koso. That is an example of a system. You what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, let me boy echna or me say me fi energy side. Energy, you say. Nibo air costro, I was saying energy mix no. You better say energy mix na enye tema. Ghana, Nyankopon Adaroma and Kufuado. Yetimi aye nuclear act na wie. Mshisebe na dibegu enim assign contract na me building nuclear plant. Okay. Ama ye base load the warfare.
Machemera.
Bia was say sign a bit ma di renewable asanso saying energy mix no.
Richard,
and no
when in 2020 we said we are going to set up renewable board. Renewable Commission.
But you know, it's
and so the Renewable Commission because the problem of renewable issue. I did renewable energy at Tech. Okay. We know the problem.
I'm currently studying it.
No, so I'm telling you, the major problem of renewable energy and wind energy now is the storage.
Okay.
We need about 10 stadiums, size of stadium in Ghana, so that we'll be able to have a renewable. That's why President Mahama started a renewable plant in Upper West region and other things. So you're able to do that. So the MPP in Omo Kanyana said, Dr. Bawumia is a problem solver. We have lived in this country with Dr. Bawumia for 8 years. We've seen him being a chairman of this economic management. We see how the economy was misused and the economy just misbehaved. We see the dollar rate. We saw everything. Yeah, and no Ghanaian will believe in Dr. Bawumia because Dr. Bawumia promised us, he was going to move from taxation to production. And where are we now? We are now in a consumable economy, and then Menuka say bread. Dr. Bawumia told us that every district was going to have a factory. Today, my district, I didn't have a factory. In my region, no factory. Dr. Bawumia promised me that. Dr. Bawumia promised that we're going to do concrete roads. In my region, he's not even had 1 kilometer road to Oti region as
the whole of Oti region.
Yes, no, kilometer. No. Listen, Roleda, the NDC award the contract to Roleda. From Central Coffee to Hawaii, no Muguso. And power, and Roleda by and over completed road. So you have not even had any input into that area. Dr. Bawumia,
Oti region,
apart from the Roleda, yeah, no. No, he has left the region ajar. Even even today, we are using the Dambai Municipal Assembly for this for coordination the RCC. Dr. Bawumia and President Nnawotwe Yi promised they said, okay, he was going to construct the Oti River, the only Dambai Bridge, yeah. And then 4 days. Today 4 days now. Go and ask. Somebody is even watching.
Also, one day should one factory. CH Global Limited Food Processing. Krachi East District.
Where is it?
Krachi East.
It is not working.
It's not working. But what is working? It's not working. But what is working? I'm just giving you an example. I'm just giving you an example.
It was by intervention of Navy. Ghana Navy that I was able to cross. I was able to cross. I didn't know. A stage of completion. They'll tell us as a stage of completion.
It's not.
Grace. Now, you send it. Ever say she have a crowd.